Okay, number 3 or 4. We're finally on the Billy PC, and we're still peeking into the red very heavily, but oh, it's taken a bit. I was going to stream, but that didn't totally work out just because of everything that I still had to transition over because I never set up OBS or anything really for streaming or recording for that matter. But yeah, here we are. So we can see we've got our full setup here. So I basically went from a Cachy setup to an Artix setup. I kind of transitioned everything over. It was only like a few days ago where I finally changed the OS release info so that it actually reflected an Artix build rather than a Cachy build. But it's all a mix of Cachy and Artix underneath. So I haven't installed any flat packs or nothing, just straight packages from the repos or AUR. We've got our 2 displays. This display has been with me for a number of years, but now this 1440p is a newer one that it is the one you're looking at right now. We've got our Mango, I should probably change the GTK theme at some point. And yeah, haven't totally changed the cursor theme, but you know what? That's okay. Here's our pride and joy, the 9060 XT. This is kind of the powerhouse that I've been also experimenting with a little bit at a time on different like AI things, and I've kind of halfway got most of the infrastructure set up for that kind of stuff, those kind of shenanigans. But yeah, rocking that 32 gigabytes of RAM. And then here's our first disk, which is 1 terabyte that has a little bit in it. And then our second one, which is the 8 terabyte hard drive that I hear clicking every so often. And yeah, our IP address. But we've got our Noctalia shell, which I've really fallen in love with for quite a bit. So yeah, like I said, this is also a rig for kind of going over different AI stuff that I'm kind of messing around with. Let's see, AMD GPU, okay. So I can open up this here, for example. Let me switch over to dark theme because, sucks to suck. But anyway, let me pull up one program I believe I had working just fine with the stuff. So Lemonade is one application, however you want to put it. Did I? No, I guess not. Does it want to pull up? No, apparently not. So you can see I've got a couple different stuff here. Gonna just pull up a different one then. So again, the big, yeah. Does it show that here? I think it should. Where does it show that? We've got 16 megabytes of graphics RAM. So that is, I found the AMD card that had the most GRAM that I could find, and well, 16 gigabytes is a kind of decent middle ground for it at least. I didn't look for like the absolute most I could find, but between 16 gigabytes of VRAM and 32 gigabytes of standard RAM, I can take a couple different setups and make them run okay. So I can run a Llama server. Let me go to localhost 8080. I don't want app. $127.80.80. Okay, yep, there we go. I just had to pick a different one. For some reason, it was not pointing in the direction I wanted. So, for example, here, at Llama CPP, I can, let's go with, these are quite sizable models. So we're gonna roll up the Gemma model. So what it's gonna do is you're gonna see it start to load up the model, and then it will pop into the graphics pipeline here, I believe. I can't remember how big this particular GGUF was, but it should show me here soon enough. And this is probably the worst part of like the whole thing. The other thing I was looking at was I need to find a better spot to put the models so that they will load into memory faster. So you can see Llama server actually shows up here as well in our stuff. Let's see. I should have everything installed for Llama server to offload onto the GPU as well, if I remember correctly. Come on, buddy. I believe in you. Okay, let's see if I have to force it to actually load it up. Okay, there we go. We're getting something going. Do. Once it finally loads up the model, what generally happens is you'll see it hold on to the model for quite a while in GPU RAM. I haven't totally gone through the process of looking at it, but I was looking at ways to split the model loading between VRAM and regular RAM, because that means I can take advantage of more of that load, larger models that take up more space and memory, and still have it processed through the GPU. And for whatever reason, it is not wanting to load right now. But I've got a fair number of projects that will run on this, and when I'm not using OBS to record at the same time, it might be okay. There have also been other projects that I've installed on here and tested, like do not tell me. Let me see if I can steal that from over here. Oh, that's why it's not showing up. So like Agent Craft here, had to pull it in from elsewhere, but anyway. You know what? You're taking too long. I am so sorry. Anyway, yeah, so Agent Craft, I've installed it on here. I set up like the whole pipeline to basically load a model with open code and then like go between every step of the way. And it actually halfway works decently. I've just got to figure out how to orchestrate it better with it, but I've seen people looking for different MCP implementations for orchestrating agents, and I mean, it runs decently well. The problem is when you're like running it on the same computer that you are also loading the models into, and the models take up like 12 gigabytes of VRAM, it can be a little bit dicey. That's about all there is that becomes a problem. But yeah, Llama CPP, I've got a couple models that I've set up with it already. You saw Gemma, Quen 3.5. I have to go through and download a few more models, but it runs decently. So I'm just more than anything looking at how to probably get smaller models that are more quantized models that are smaller but will still give me the same and then going from there. But it's been quite capable so far, even though I haven't done too much AI stuff with it recently. If you liked the content, if you enjoyed it, if you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe, leave any criticisms you have or what have you. I appreciate it. Feed that algorithm, like I said, and I will see you guys in the next one.